Ring Nation Radio here with the Bad Mama Jammer again, Chris Okoh. It's been a few weeks since I last saw you.
Been a few weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks, yeah. 2-3 weeks.
Do you know what? Before we're going to get started, I've had a few people ask me, why you call yourself Bad Mama Jammer? And I didn't really have...
He's a bad man, a jammer, just as foxy as can be.
I said to them, well, I think, because you've played that song in here quite a few times.
Yeah.
And I said, I think it's just his favourite song.
It's from a film. I can't remember which film it was I was watching, and referring to this cool dude as being a bad mama jammer. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's different. That's catchy.
I'm gonna take that.
I'm gonna take that. So yeah,
for everyone that was messaging me asking me why does Chris call himself Bad Mama Jammer? Well, now you know.
Now you know.
I spoke to you about a week ago. You weren't too well. You're feeling all good now? Hay fever all adjusted?
Do you know what? It's still with me a little bit, hence the sore throat. I've got a slight remnants of the sore throat. It was a lot better. It was a lot worse. Yeah. It's not as bad now. It's getting better. But I still got, obviously, with the weather, the hot weather we've been having, the pollen count goes up and my hay fever. I don't get it nowhere near as bad as I used to get it when I was a kid. But I still do get it to a small degree. So I'm taking my Benavidez and whatever, so.
Yeah, I feel your pain. I've been struggling as well. But
yeah.
Anyway, I know you haven't got a lot of time, so we're going to try and do this as quickly as possible. I just kind of wanted to reflect on May in boxing because I don't think I've really known a month in the year to be so explosive in terms of the fights we had. I mean, we had Inoue and Nakatani on the on the 2nd of May. Yeah. Then we've had other fights like that. There were loads of fights, but the ones I want to point out were Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez. Conor Walker, Sam Eggington. Yeah. We saw upsets like David Morrell against Zach Chelli.
Yeah, I watched that one. Yeah.
Frank Sanchez getting a devastating knockout against Richard Torres Jr. Yeah. I think a lot of people were quite shocked. I mean, I was sick then. I was like, wow.
You know what, Frank Sanchez and Richard Torres?
Yeah. I couldn't believe that happened. But Torres is young.
So going in, was he the favourite?
I believe so. I had him as a favourite, but I did think to myself, Frank Sanchez is no joke.
Yeah. Frank Sanchez he's very, very competent. You always get a competent Cuban heavyweight.
I think the style he got the finish in, and who it was against, because Torres he's a big name in America on the scene. Yeah. I think Sanchez has really put himself he's put himself back in the conversation that he's still a big name and a force to be reckoned with in the heavyweight division. Yeah. Because obviously we saw him against Ajit Caballel a while ago, but it didn't look like the Frank Sanchez that we have seen before and that we saw against Torres. Yeah. So it's good that, he's back. And then we saw other fights like Jack Rafferty against Echo Esserman.
Yes, I watched that one. Yeah.
We spoke a lot about Wardley and Dubois,
of course,
on and off camera.
True, very true. Yeah.
Then Allen and Hrgovic. Yeah. Hamza Shiraz becomes a world champion.
Yeah, I didn't see that fight. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, it was good. Good fight. Hamza's looking really good. The link up with him and Andy Lee is really showing how good that relationship is and how much Hamza's developed under Andy Lee. Yeah. We are going to touch on Usyk and Rico Verhoeven, but we also we saw the return of Dimitri Bivol.
Yes. Yeah.
And his name is being linked with either the third fight with Beterbiev or a super fight against Benavidez.
I mean, me personally, I think Benavidez is too big or will be too big for Bivol. He's an absolute real monster, Benavidez. got the real, like, just hunger, the spite is there, everything is there.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Quite.
You know, very, you know, so, but personally, I think that Bivol is not big enough to physically big enough to give Benavidez any trouble. Personally, as good as a fighter he is, I could be wrong, but he's a very good, competent fighter. But like I say, he's a natural light heavy. Okay, sometimes you get some light heavies that you can see will grow into a cruiserweight relatively easily. You know, Bivol's not one of those guys. You can see that he's a career light heavy. You know, unlike like for example Benavidez, I think he's come from super middle, isn't he? Benavidez, and just, you know.
But I think Benavidez has actually said that he will happily go down to 175.
175
to fight Bivol. I would like to see that fight.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, you know, obviously he's moved up now. Excellent win over Zerdo, who again was a very, very, you know, two Mexican fighters, competent Mexican fighters. You know, I think his natural division is now cruiserweight.
Yeah.
You know, he's big. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah.
Usyk and Rico Verhoeven.
Yeah.
Now, a lot has been made about the fight.
Yeah.
About has Father Time caught up with Usyk, stoppage. What could have been or what would have been in the 12th round.
Yeah.
You know, and the time that Verhoeven was given to recover.
Yeah.
Watching that fight, what were your thoughts on it?
Again, there's been very, very, you know, diverse opinions. It was stopped too early. The referee stopped it too early. You know, about this, and I've had several conversations yourself, other friends and that in the industry. My own personal feeling, I've never seen Verhoeven fight before. I knew he was an accomplished kickboxer. You know, these fights now these crossover fights are quite regular now, aren't they? You know, since the whole Mayweather, Conor McGregor fight. I mean, how is that fight now?
I think it's about 8 years now.
Yeah, exactly. Nearly 10 years.
Quite a while ago.
Yeah, you know, but that was probably the blueprint now. And if you go further back, you had Muhammad Ali when he fought the Japanese wrestler, Inoki, I think his name was. So it's kind of reminiscent of that, but like now in today's age, as it were. But it's sorry, I've lost my train of thought.
Crossover fights.
Usyk. Verhoeven. I think certainly what the problem was, I haven't seen the fight, I haven't watched it in its entirety, but I've watched the highlights.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. What I could see is that Rico's style was very, very unorthodox. It was a very quirky style. And I think Peter Fury needs to be given credit for that game plan and that style.
Yeah.
Because it clearly, from what I could see, it clearly threw Usyk off of his regular game.
Yeah, because it was just very unnatural movement.
Well, I mean, he was moving herky jerky. You know, he's quite a big guy. He looks like 6'4", 6'5", you know, but he looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame when he was boxing in a very herky jerky style, but it was effective. Usyk couldn't work it out. And then obviously we got to the 11th round. Now, as I understand, okay, two of the judges, because people were saying, oh, they had Rico ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, but as I understand now, two judges had it at 95-95, and the third judge had it 95-96 in Rico's favor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get the 11th round now. Okay, Usyk hurts him, drops him, hits him with a perfectly peach of a left uppercut. Okay, he goes down. And this is where the controversy starts, because the bell rings and then the referee waves the fight off.
Yeah.
My thing is this, and I use as a blueprint or as an example, Julio Cesar Chavez's first fight with Meldrick Taylor, 94, 93, 94. And Richard Steele famously, controversially stopped the fight in the 12th round with 2 seconds left on the clock in Chavez's favour. And Chavez was almost a country mile ahead, behind, on the scorecards. So the comparison is this. Obviously, well, the scorecards would appear, it wasn't as wide as people are saying it was, as wide as it was, okay? What my thing is this, the referee's primary objective is the safety of both fighters, okay? Usyk knocks Rico down, okay? He gets up, barely, just about beats the count, okay? And walks over to see the doctor, okay? The doctor allows it to continue. Usyk throws some more shots, and the referee steps in, okay? The referee is not looking at the clock. You know, the referee is looking at the fighters. Had he had let the fight go on and gone into the 12th round, for me, there's no doubt that Usyk would have jumped up and stopped him within inside a minute, easily, of the 12th round.
I think a lot of people are mentioning we heard the clapper.
Yeah, you heard the clapper.
10 seconds, but I think the referee...
He said he didn't hear it?
He said didn't hear it, yeah. I think Peter Fury, he came out and he said he didn't hear it either.
Yeah.
But either way, I thought it was a really exciting fight to watch.
Yeah, no, it was a good fight to watch. I mean, obviously because, like I say, he was catching Usyk left, right, and centre, and it was like, you know, Usyk is very good at reading another opponent.
Yeah,
he's very, very good at that. That's his forte. But because of the quirky, herky-jerky style, unorthodox style, you know, he couldn't read it. He couldn't read, you know, his style, and that worked obviously in Rico's favour. And me personally, again, I feel that I hope that that Usyk sees sense and he hangs the gloves up. The reason I say that, it reminds me that fight, again, another comparison to when Lennox Lewis boxed Vitaly Klitschko, and Lennox was having a bad night at the office. You know, similar like how Usyk was, in the way that Usyk was. You know, he was the favourite to win, Lennox was the favourite to win, and Vitaly just was on his swan song fight, so to speak, where he was, you know, winning the fight fairly comfortably, and then he sustained a very nasty gash cut over his head, and the referee, I think, stopped it. I watched it live. I remember watching it live. The referee stopped it in the 6th round in Lennox's favour. Yeah. And what Lennox clearly did, I thought, you know what? Okay, it was like a sign. It's like the Almighty was giving him a sign saying, listen, you've had a great career. Okay, you know, you've done everything you need to do. Olympic champion, heavyweight, undisputed heavyweight champion. Yeah. You now need to call it a day. And Lennox answered that noise in his head, that voice in his head, and retired. You know, so for me, with Usyk, it's a similar sort of scenario. Yeah. For me personally, he's been a great champion. I feel he should hang him up. Yeah. That's my fighter of
yeah, I know.
I didn't see him come in.
I could hear little footsteps. He's here. Okay, we'll make the next one short, because obviously I don't want to take up any more of your time, and obviously your fighter's time. Tomorrow, we are going to get an announcement for a big Matchroom event. Obviously, it's going to be Katie Taylor.
Yes.
Croke Park.
Yeah, Croke Park, yeah.
She's wanted this for a long time. Just your thoughts on Katie Taylor's homecoming fight and her last fight.
Yeah, Katie as a fighter is truly inspirational. You know, she really is. Her whole career, I remember watching her in the Olympics, you know, when she won the Olympic gold medal. I remember the first time I saw her was at the Haringey Box Cup before she won the gold medal at the Olympics. Yeah.
And, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah. I remember seeing her clearly. She boxed a Norwegian girl, a very good Norwegian girl. Yeah. Her name escapes me. And she did not disappoint. You know, literally, because in the Haringey Box Cup, there's about 4 rings. Yeah. And everyone just went to the ring that Katie was watching, and she did not disappoint. And she was excellent to watch. Yeah. So certainly for women, sports women, you know, women in general, she is an absolute inspiration. Yeah. So it's only right that she goes, and I'm happy that she's going to go. It's her last farewell fight. She goes out hopefully with a win. I forget. I don't know the girl she's fighting. I know the opponent's been named. I don't know who the girl is, but you know, hopefully it'll be another win for Katie, and she just sails off into the sunset.
Yeah, I think she's done amazing for women's boxing.
She's brilliant. She's
boxing as a whole.
Yeah,
she's really just brought something new to the sport.
Yeah,
and can't forget those fights with Amanda Serrano, with Chantel Cameron.
Great fights.
Katie Taylor has, I mean, her legacy was already cemented.
Of course,
she has deserved this big fight at Croke Park.
Yeah,
and now she's getting, for the last fight, the biggest send-off into the sport.
Yeah.
You know, I think it will be. I'm really looking forward to this announcement that Matchroom are going to make tomorrow.
Yes, yeah. I can see her being given an MBE in years to come, and certainly she deserves to go into the Boxing Hall of Fame as well.
100%.
You know, I mean, tremendous, huge inspiration to her country, women, you know, and look at the champions that have been born out of Katie, directly from Katie.
Yeah.
You know, so she's left her mark, and I'd say well done to her, and I hope, you know, she gets the W when the fight is, and then she, like I say, she just sails off into the sunset. Yeah.
I echo that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chris, we're gonna stop it there.
Yeah.
I know you got your fighter. He's ready. But thank you for your time again.
No problem.
We will probably catch up next week.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Right.
Nice one, KJ.
Thank you so much. Good to see you, Chris.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right.